inside the lane phase too, so we'll have to see. Tundra, you know, after that last game, the lanes didn't go very well at all besides the mid lane, but they were explosive around Darkseer. And this game, they do have Darkseer again too, so even if the lanes do go, you know, not the best for them in particular, they're gonna have that group up mentality that will be able to work well with Darkseer anyway. So let's see how these lanes go. And my eyes are going to be on mid.
Yeah, see what he can do, right?
Curious.
I mean, today, right, he wants to play these snowbally heroes.
Yeah.
Didn't manage to get this kind of the snowball going in game one. I think he would definitely say, you know, he'd tell you that was just down to the side lanes, right? They were a little too heavy for him in game one.
Yeah.
But game two, he absolutely got it going. And yeah, indeed, in game three, on the Bat Rider, we'll see if he can get the snowball going again.
Yeah, I'm also just curious to see, like, how far are they going to push the limits, Owen? How much is the Sanking going to sit and hit back, right? Getting the application of the miss versus the Bat Rider is just going to be too much because BZM went for Stoke build. Because what we've seen from some players who play the Bat mid, they like Arsonist, you go more down like Reckley. As Stormstormer was saying, BZM is different. He goes bots, he goes Dagon, he plays more about just spell damage build rather than right-click build. So we'll see what type of difference that has versus the Sanking, who uses a blind to trade back, but now you're not trading as effectively versus high magic, right? Rather than the right click. So let's see how it works. I'm really curious about this matchup.
Two games that kind of by the mid game have been pretty out of control.
Absolutely. I mean, that last game, 15 minutes to 30 minutes was picture perfect by Tundra, it felt like.
Maureen.
Let's see how this goes.
See if he brings out any ult chat this game. Probably not.
Probably not.
After the game 2 incident.
That's last hit from BZM, 3-0. Toby is getting really pressured up top. The one thing about Snapfire that's a bit weird always with trading is just your buckshot. I don't know, like sometimes, yeah, you do a crazy amount of damage, but you also sometimes just do 0 damage. And then versus Hoodwink, she can actually dodge all of your attacks, or dodge not all, but a significant amount with that Wayfarer Wanderer or whatever. It cuts the trees, and you're actually very good at trading versus Snapfire. Mistwood's Wayfarer, sorry, I completely off.
Yeah, well, all in all, this lane is this a difficult one for Chrysalis?
I would think so. I think there's definitely chances for kills that Falcons can set up for here. While I don't really see how Tundra gets a kill up here in particular. It'd have to take a pretty big misstep coming out from Falcons.
Yeah, absolutely. They've got pretty good burst here early on between the Pango and the Hoodwink.
I guess the things that could happen, I guess, is if Crit uses Bushwhack and a cookie comes out and he can break the Bushwhack, then they can make some type of plays. But we'll have to see how the harassment ends up going down because, yeah, Hoodwink is very strong at this harassment currently. Tundra did hit 2 first.
Trying to push back against them, but now the 2's been hit in return.
Keeping eyes in that mid lane while we're looking up. But top so far, BZM has been able to get a decent amount of an edge of denies, but Maureen with a little edge of CS so far.
And what is the build going to be for the mid? Is it you just going to blink bots or
on who?
On the Bat.
You heard the build. You heard what you're saying. Is bots Dagon is the BZM.
You get the Dagon early. Yeah.
I've only seen.
Yep.
Like certain players have their own ways of approaching it. So let's see if he does want to do that this game or not. It'd be cool. That'll be something interesting to see.
Yeah, it sounds like it's also just going to be very effective right against some of these squishier heroes early on.
Yeah.
And like the Weaver, you find him in a lasso and a Dagon burst, and next thing you know, you got a chance of killing the carry.
And it does give you a fair bit of unexpected sustain, right? You don't really, you just full heal or half heals in particular. So yeah, we'll have to see how that works.
I'm trying to do his best here to meet the creeps, but I'm not going to be able to do so there. BZM Maureen able to pull back the wave.
I really want to see it because it's like the spell lamp that you get from the Stoke too with the Dagon is just going to be really interesting. Even though you're hurting yourself, you're going to be able to counteract it pretty nicely. So let's see. I really hope he does go for that build, but either way. So far, seeing Falcons have an edge in the lanes. Bottom is the one that I think is obviously the most expected. They have this Enchantress Weaver, which is a very good counter versus that Tusk Darkseer, but tends to be the case for these Darkseers.
33. Playing it safe. Or as low as he is, as safe as he can be. That low on the HP.
Whoa, Princess.
And not wanting to be around that lane. Does mean the Sax is on his own. Be able to take the bugs off and should be able to get away.
The power of being able to remove bugs like that is so strong. That change was absolutely insane. Just that any type of invulnerability removes bugs. Good play there from Soxa to survive. Absolute free farm, though, for this bottom lane. So Snaking might do similar as we saw him do last time. Might take a creep and go through a portal. Definitely a possibility that he does that as the Ench, since Skitter's in a completely free lane. Saksa is cool. He's just sapping experience. Trying to take away a little bit here from Malrine. Even takes away the bounty. It's a nice move.
Now Malrine, of course, getting that little bit of bonus benefit from those jungle creeps, but does mean that BZM's just getting the chance to freely CS here in the mid.
Looks like they're maybe, I mean, Sox is considering to perhaps look for something here if they can get enough sticky stacks, but definitely not under the tower. I'm going to be a little careful. Where's Snaking? I'm taking a look at him now since it is that Weaver in the 1v1. Okay, so he's taking jungle. Maybe just trying to push the Darkseer away from this area to have limited space. Mid lane, they're going at it. 6 stacks, the Blood Grenade is thrown by BZM.
Yeah, both getting pretty low. BZM's going to try and close in onto Malrine. Starting to bottle up. We'll be fine on the Sand King.
He threw a Blood Grenade at him. He was ready to commit, but Malrine did get a nice stun angle to be able to distance himself. A quiet start so far here, 0-0. I think both other games had already had several amount of kills. It's like 4 or 5 at this point. Snay.
Oh, well, looks like you got vacuumed up there.
He's got a TP.
We'll be fine. Back in the mid, still eyes on towards BZM, but he's prepared for this swing across towards the mid lane that Crits tried to surprise him with.
Are all the supports going to move? That power rune is going to be up shortly. 20 seconds. We do see them setting up for it now. 33. He's cutting. Snaking's going to try to mess with him as much as possible.
That's good damage.
He's got the Pine Cone. He's got Enchant to dispel if the Surge does get casted.
He's just going to go
TP.
for the TP. Just came up back off cooldown.
Very heads
just
up.
In time as well there from 33.
Very smart play there. Let's see who gets this power rune. Toby messing with the stacks. Actually doesn't block you.
Can they still get both of them?
Yep.
Well, easy for Falcons on that stack.
But BZM gets one of the better runes you can get for a Bat Rider. The Arcane rune can almost guarantee you a kill if you get even like 2 stacks of the or 2 of the applications of sticky onto somebody. See if he does want to look for an aggressive play with it. Might just settle with killing a support since it's just a first blood if he does see anybody. I mean, Snaking, just a sneaky spot. I think he got spotted for a second, but top.
They're getting onto Chrysalis. They're going to be able to find him at his first blood. Coming pretty late into the game here, 6.5 minutes in.
And a move that I feel like I haven't seen in some time, but Skeeter takes the portal, the carry coming in to wrap around behind.
Big time to make that play as well, because of course, if that hadn't happened, BZM would have been able to find the first blood for himself down bottom.
True.
So, unfortunate for Tundra as a whole that Chrysalis did lose his life there moments before BZM might have been able to get that sort of extra gold bounty.
BZM's trying to be active here with this Arcane rune. He's trying to make another move. TP's top. Amar. He's got backup of Skeeter.
See what they can find. Swashbuckle to the side. Bugs out onto the 2 of them. Chrysalis getting pretty low. Look at the lasso to lock down Amar, so they'll finish the kill off. As Skeeter's in, finds the kill return. He's hit the 6, so it's given him the chance to time-lapse out of there. Skeeter will be fine.
Going to be another slow start for Chrysalis, though. A lane that we kind of anticipated to be difficult, and then, yeah, just 2 back-to-back dives. As Malrine looking for a play on Toby. He's got him. BZM.
Look at either of the 2 of them. It's going to be difficult with both supports holding him back there, Crit and Snaking. Stopping BZM from being able to get to a target.
Now, I feel like similar to a lot of these games, at least in particular the last one, this is another one where BZM, a lot of side lanes are struggling. He's got quite a bit to do. Sure, the Darkseer, it's always going to be the case, and he's going to join soon with auras. But yeah, BZM might have to look to be kind of active again, like we saw. And then he doesn't have the luxury of having that big goal differential like he did last time as the Beastmaster versus that Pango.
And it feels like what have we got?
Oh, no, never mind. Sorry. Soxa took the rune because the creep was there to kill it, so no bottle fill for BZM.
And the thing is with BZM in this game, see top. Malrine ready to dive the tower. Not a safe place for Tundra to really turn up to anymore here. Falcons
pressure.
Getting the pressure onto the tier 1.
Tundra needs some more time.
Because for BZM, he's going to have the bot soon, but it's still going to be very hard for him to ever really get in and lasso someone, right? You look at the 3 cores, they've all got ways to keep their distance, right? Swashbuckles, Burrow Strikes, Sakuchis. For you to get the chance to actually get your hands on one of them early on, it's going to have to be Falcons kind of playing into your hand.
No, absolutely. That's why they went for this Weaver again, right? That's why they wanted to go for these plays. They're like, the lack of disables is absolutely going to be a problem for Tundra until they do have Blink, let's say, on Tusk or on Bat, which won't be for a long time, or even ever if the Bat doesn't want to go for it. Definitely could be some difficulty. He's very speedy, though. He got the Cobalt Cup.
He is fast.
He got the Cobalt Cup with the bots, so I think he goes, I think it's 550 movement speed when you pop him, when you get the buildup of the Stoked. So he will be very fast, and he does have Surge, too, so he does have extra elements to maybe close that gap. Let's see how fast he actually is when he pops it all.
Can they somehow get on top of Skeeter? Not an easy target at all.
Hey, look at that move speed rack up, though. 480, 490. Yeah, when he pops the Cobalt Cup, he'll be hasted, so that's cool.
Looking for Skeeter.
Even without Cobalt, he's hasted.
And the best they can kind of force Skeeter off the tower. Find his courier, but yeah, that means Skeeter's got all the info he knows to not get caught here.
But they're not overreacting. Falcons looking for a play of their own, catching Toby, but it's a bit deep.
Yeah, Mario doesn't want to go for that. Knows that there's a high chance of TP backup coming in from Tundra, especially with the bots now online for BZM.
Similar last time, Falcons with a lead. It all started to kick together when Tundra got more items on their darks here.
Trying to get Skeeter. That seems so hard to do. Time lapse is there. So another Yakutou. I mean, backup indeed is coming in. Saxa might cost him his life here. Burrow strikes in on towards the Tusk to get a kill. I mean,
it's tough to do it.
I looked a bit desperate there, Fog. Yeah. They really were hanging around trying to find this Weaver, but very unlikely to get that kill.
Top, BZM.
CMR. It's going to have Swashbuckle in a second. Not before the lasso's in. So BZM will be able to find something up top. Meanwhile, though, in the mid lane, Falcons claim another.
This one is maybe a bit of greed punish there. I know we've seen a lot of these Pangos do this lately, but having no Rolling Thunder, right? He just goes. He wants to be able to play about the double spam pressure. I've seen more of them do this lately in the off lane, but does get punished for it. Maureen. I'm gonna finish off this tower here.
Really, it's going to be so much that BZM needs to do.
That is insane, honestly. The way that Sanking can just take towers, that's so cool that it applies to towers, this Sandblast. 50% miss rate on the tower is pretty significant.
That's pretty crazy. Yeah, bottom.
Okay.
Skeeter on the chase for Toby. Saxa, can he save him? Shots are there.
Oh!
That sharpshooter missing only by a little tiny bit. Crit might still find the kill here with the bounce. The Acorn shot won't connect, but the Yakutou, that does. Another kill for Falcons.
Now, 50% miss rate on towers. That is pretty good. He tanked it the whole time. He took like 0 damage. Pretty much none of the hits onto him. That is pretty cool. Now they're taking these stacks. Tundra.
Oh, this is painful. Painful here for Tundra. Not able to bring anyone over to really do anything about this. Falcons getting to take it all.
Looks like they're just going to go for a kill onto Amar instead of trying to assist their area, but that is a massive economical loss for Tundra.
See if they can get him.
He's got the roll skilled up this time.
And he's away. BZM.
Still fast. Can he get the...
It is close. He can't go for the lasso. So Amar, he's away.
Definitely going to be that lack of catch. And he is committing for the build. So he's committing for the Dagon.
Okay.
Their 5-man group up, as we've seen. You know, the Darkseer power will still kind of be there, but this time I think Falcons is being quite a bit more disciplined than we saw last time.
And I feel like Falcons unlikely to have that lack of damage in these fights.
Yes. This
time around, especially with the lead that they have, 4K at 12 minutes in.
I'm honestly kind of, I'll say it here, but maybe it's a little early to say. I don't know, after watching 2 Doom games, it looked pretty underwhelming. I gotta be real.
So what will find here? They're in. Easy catch for the two of them. It's not going to be an easy game for Chrysalis to sort of find space to finish his Battle Fury and get his farm online as the Ursa.
And Crit is doing the build that we've seen more and more of these Hoodwinks just do. Just rush the shard. It's so strong, if not even maybe overpowered. 7 seconds debuff duration for 25% damage amp and move slow. It's very, very strong. Super low cooldown as well. So that's going to be really nice with the Sanking in particular, so Crit can just keep his distance.
Anybody they jump with the Burrow Strike is pretty much dead.
Yeah, it's so much damage, really. And Saxa, they're trying to bait Skeeter here.
So they've got the burst with the punch up, not enough.
Decent attempt, but Mallory's here.
Backup's coming in, and there's the jump. Power strike in onto the two of them. They'll get the cookie on at 33, but Saxo will fall. Falcons, they're looking to chase them down. Toby will try and blast back in with the scatter blast, but Amar rolls forward in with the shield crash. Connects as well on towards Chrysalis, buying time for Skidder to chase up. They have the Chancellor on towards him. Power striking again from Maureen. They kill off the Ursa.
Skidder.
BZM can't quite get anything in return. Falcons, they get the kills, they get out. A painful few deaths, and in particular that one there for Chrysalis, as Tundra fall further and further behind.
And they lose their wisdom, Owen. Oof. What a play. I mean, this time it looks like Falcons is playing a lot more disciplined, right? Playing around each other, waiting for the 5-man. This moment here is when Tundra came back in the last game, when they were able to bring the numbers and just catch Falcons a bit off guard in that 1-by-1 kind of sequence. This time it wasn't the case. Falcons was there. They get the kill cleanups. And yeah, this one now looking really strong for them with the 6K lead at this 14 on top of all that experience that they just got. Both supports are almost the same level as the cores on the side of Tundra now off of that.
33.
This is Mech finished up.
Crit's got the jump. Here with the bushwhack into the sharpshooter. Maureen's going to have blink soon. There it is. Another one for Maureen.
Yeah, this is feeling way more difficult for the group up 5-man Darks here now that they've been able to find these extra kills afterwards. He still doesn't have the pipe, isn't going for the mech. It's going to be a lot more delayed. I'm looking to strike, but it's not easy.
Closing in on that Dagon, but definitely not quite coming at the time that BZM would hope for.
Yeah.
As still himself, of course, flawless on the KDA. Hasn't died yet this game, but definitely dealing with the struggles that his side lanes had to endure when it comes to try and find opportunities to fix the early game for the rest of his team. It's not easy for him.
Also, Owen, there's a chance that he just gets burst instantly.
They're ready for him.
I was going to say this. He's pretty fragile with this build, and he's running in head first. They have so much burst at this point on the side of Falcons.
This one might be a bit too much for BZM to turn.
Yeah, feeling pretty difficult. The map is shrinking very fast. The deep wards that they've placed as well that we see from Snaking on that far right side too. He's keeping tabs of Chrysalis, who he does have the Battle Fury finished, but he's died 4 times already.
They're still going to need at least one item, maybe the 2 after it, to have a chance of showing up to any sort of fight.
And again, yeah, lack of lockdown and control is definitely going to be something that's apparent versus this Weaver who's having such a good game as Chrysalis. Getting gone on, they'll get him our top.
Chrysalis, he's not going to live through this one. BZM, can he get anything? He'll get the grab in onto Crit, gets him dragged back underneath the tower. So we'll be able to set up for something else in return.
Can they get a second one? Not versus these 2 elusive ones, it looks like. They will get him our top, though. Again, able to punish him from playing too far forward, but Chrysalis, again, just not even, what, that's 5, right? So
it's been a fair few times they've caught him out in the Ursa. Not having an easy time finding the farm.
And yeah, 33 still a bit of a ways away from having that pipe finished up.
Bottom.
Another catch.
Another one for Falcons. Skidder, he's got the bugs up as well if he wants to go for some sort of dive play. Might just be tempted. Yep, with the backup of Maureen, they'll certainly go for that one as well. Double kill.
And Maureen just looks, when he's playing his hero, sure, Pango, he plays a lot, but I swear, when he plays his Sanking, it just looks night and difference compared to so many others.
We're starting to see why teams are taking that away pretty much in the first phase of bans. 8-0-5.
He has Aghanims done. He is 2,000 over the next person. That is absurd. And an immediate smoke, he's ready to fight. He has Epicenter ready. And this is before the pipe's even done. I think even if pipe is finished up through this Aghanims, it's just not going to be enough.
So much damage. So much magical burst between him and kind of the Hoodwink alone.
Yeah. And then just a boomerang amping it up. It pretty much completely counteracts the pipe if he hits a multi-hero boomerang too.
Oh, Chrysalis might just get caught again. He's just outside of the edge of them. They're going to have vision upon him now. Amar ready to start things. Chrysalis trying to jump over the cliff. Won't make it. Burrow strikes in upon him. It's going to be Chrysalis in trouble once again.
And they have no way to fight back. I see them, they're queuing up the Blink Daggers that they absolutely need on either the Bat or the Tusk to look to make some moves, but yeah, Falcons hitting every mark. Roshan now the next target. Snaking can tank it so they can do it fully sustained, and no way for Tundra to be able to fight in that area. We're gonna get to see the Dag and Bat, but think we're going to be a little bit sad, perhaps.
Being careful towards the end here. In fact, they want to make this quick play whilst they're finishing the Roshan, knowing the BZM's farming this bottom lane. Crit looking for the setup. Lasso will get thrown out on towards Crit. Punch up as well. They'll burst through the hoodwink.
Oh, that was a sick flame break. It pushed Malrina on low ground. He couldn't get the stun to protect Crit.
Tries with the blind burrow strike. Doesn't quite get the angle. So they get out there. Tundra, they get the kill, they get away.
It's a big one. A quick, immediate disengage, too, so they don't lose anybody. That's the move that we saw Falcons do first game, where they were killing Roche, and they end up getting, like, multiple catches during it. This time, Tundra is able to play around it. Get some space here for Chrysalis. I mean, I say some space. He's still not able to hit too many creeps, but he's trying. Smoked up. Still no blinks.
Snaking. Puts the heal off. Kisses are coming in, but indeed this Ench a bit too much for them to go for.
He immediately swapped the Lotus in too, just in case. And he doesn't even have to use it. He had a great healing Lotus on top of everything there too.
Just seeing if we can chase anyone down.
And that's a significant portion of the damage gone now for Tundra for the next 100 seconds. Kisses are actually quite relevant at this point when they're this behind. 20 minutes hit. Tormentor.
He's thinking about going for BZM mid. There's the setup. Crit ready to come in with that follow-up Acorn into the bushwhack. The illusion dodge won't work out there as he attempts to pop that from the room, but maybe just the walk away will it. He gets out.
He healed. I mean, the Dagon. Yep, the Dagon plus I think he had a Lotus. Gives him enough to survive versus that burst. I think he disjointed the boomerang as well too with that illusion room.
Maybe it did dodge that, yeah. Didn't dodge the bushwhack, but might have indeed dodged the boomerang connection.
Because I think he would have, yeah, I'm sure he would have died. So. Ends up surviving. And we'll be very close to the Blink Dagger, which will give them much better options to make moves around the map. They're going to have double Blink Dagger now in a second here. So Chrysalis and BZM could pair up to look for potential kills on the side.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And okay, so 33's pivoted. Instead of going for the pipe first, he's gone for the Crimson since it's... I mean, there's a lot of hybrid damage that's coming in from the side of Falcons.
Oh. Bushwhack's in from Crit. BZM's gone.
Yep.
All it takes right now is just for one of these stuns to connect, and they have enough to burst through the bat.
Saksa will be at least able to go in and steal the Shrine of Wisdom, so does get his way over there. And finishing off the Blink Dagger soon, but Amar able to steal it on the other side.
Again, that top lane pushed in now, Falcons.
Tundra have at least kind of slowed the net worth from going too much. It's been at like 9 to 10. All right, now there's another hero, but getting something out of the map. But Falcons just clearly having complete dominance, really. And Malrina's just everywhere. 16 of the 19 kills are around the Sand King.
Skeeter able to poke at the mid tower, still with just under a couple of minutes left on the Aegis.
BZM just looking to farm, but they know exactly where he is. He's got a Blink Dagger. They'll just have to back out.
And if you are BZM in these fights, who are you looking to go for with the lasso?
Oh my goodness, that's a really good question. It doesn't feel very easy because they have two. It has to be either the Sand King or the Pango, probably, I'd imagine, because otherwise, I mean, one of them is going to jump in and get counteract afterwards. So it's tough to say. Just whichever one of those two that's out of position, but. At the moment, just still looking to get a bit more time. 33, as we said. Crimson plus Pipe. It's going to be able to reduce a lot of the damage that they're taking, but then the question is going to be, does Tundra have the damage to actually even hurt Falcons because of how much tankier they are, too? But these are the blinks, so 3 blinks finished up for Tundra. Can they find anything with it? Crit actually seeing BZM bottom. He's putting a ward down.
Marin. He's got eyes on 33. BZM strikes at the ready.
He's gone.
Indeed, at the same time, they're finding BZM. He's going to try and go for the TP out. 33 will make it out.
they're just setting. They know how he's gonna play. How he's gonna play super, very farm heavy. So look at the wards that they even placed. A very defensive placed ward, but watching the ancients in particular. Even up top, looking at the other one, they're watching pretty much all the ancient and all the farm points. So they understand. Tundra's just trying to get out to farm, and we just need to full constrict. They have no way to fight us at the moment.
Omar. There's the jumping. Chrysalis is going to try and go in return. Wishbone won't connect onto it, but the Rolling Thunder's there.
Crystallis.
He's got to start backing off now. Rolling Thunder connects as well as the bugs coming in from Skeeter. Crystallis, he's not going to get out of this one. Skeeter finishes him off, and at the same time over towards the side. 33 will manage to scramble back to the base just in time.
Bushwhack slightly off the mark there. But pressuring with 4 heroes while Maureen's on the opposite side, and Tundra can't fight back for it.
And Chrysalis continuing to just get slowed down in his progression.
Yeah.
Desperately needing that BKB on top of the Blink and Battle Fury to stand any sort of chance against these plays.
They just have not been able to find much of anything, really, in this game so far. And losing now their tier 2s, 2 to fall, 1 remaining. Maureen in the area. He has BKB finished. Yeah, and I don't know, the damage definitely feels like it's going to be very lacking for the side of Tundra if this next upcoming fight kicks off.
We've got eyes on BZM. Maureen straight in with the setup. Snowball will buy a little bit of safety for BZM. We'll see if it's enough to allow him to get out of this. It is.
Gets the blink out.
Able to get the blink off indeed after Snowball comes to an end. So Saxa able to save the bat. Won't be able to save himself though.
BZM looks like he was thinking about trying to maybe go back in, but cannot. Now Maureen's going to throw the tip. Now he's feeling
that's risky.
Now he's feeling confident
We
enough.
saw what happened when he got a little bit cocky in game 2. We'll see if this comes back to bite him again.
This one, he
feels that. He's like, you know what? We can get back online with the tips and such, but let's see if he gets away with it this time. No all chatting from him this time. He's holding himself back a little bit.
He waited a very long time this time.
He did, just to make really sure that the game was in a pretty safe spot. But we'll see.
Level 18, level 3 Epi's online. They're queuing up the Lincolns. They're playing versus the Bat Rider Lasso, which is one of the only real disables, so it's going to be very valuable Lincolns again if they are able to get this one. Same thing for Skitter. Maureen. They're going to go for an invasion play.
I know, Epi. Maybe wondering if he catches BZM again.
Tundra playing together.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Yeah, a little bit too deep there, Falcons.
Yep.
Oh, chill.
All right, pipe is done, so they're tankier, but again, yeah, the question of damage is really going to be there from Tundra at this deficit.
Don't want to try and punish him off. Saxa coming in with the wraparound. Chrysalis in with the jump as well. Have they got enough burst to take him out? They have.
Nice move. First time since these blinks have been picked up that they've been able to find a pick off like
Money
this.
going the way as well towards Chrysalis. It's going to help fuel that BKB. Just about half the gold off the recipe now.
And now they've got all 5 heroes together on this side. Perhaps maybe looking for a sequence of kills. They have 35 seconds to maybe try to look for another one. Falcons has vision of them there, though. This ward by Crit is scouting quite a lot.
Maureen wants to go. He's got the Epi up.
He's got the shield rune as well.
Is under attack.
He is unbelievably tanky.
And he goes, gets to jump on a Saxa. Saxa. Wants to buy some time with the Snowball. The rest of Tundra, considering if they can try and fight this, of course, it's still a very difficult fight for Tundra to take, so they'll opt to back off. They get out there.
Yeah, I think especially because you see the shield rune, it's even scarier to not want to go for. And Amar, he was pretty much respawning too, so they will smartly back away. Uh-oh, Toby. He used his cookie. Not quite.
Falcons ready again to just shove in this mid wave. Look to enter into this jungle area of Tundra. Trying to maintain this cliff control to ensure that Tundra have limited places to get out on the map with their cores.
The ward coverage is starting to get pretty ridiculous. 33, can he hide himself out of this one here? He will get the TP, and he will be able to get out. And Saxa somehow, he is able to sneak out, and he does steal the shrine again, so they will be able to at least get, they actually get both this time around, so some extra levels that is definitely pretty necessary for Tundra. So blinks are done, BKB as we said, for Crystallis is done. The next one, it's BZM having a BKB, so he can actually pick and choose and target as Saxa. almost getting soloed.
Be able to get the blink off, but no, she doesn't manage to. This time around with the Sandstorm down.
But he got 2 couriers, so it's something at least. I didn't see what they had on them. I don't know if they had anything.
Dire's top tower.
It's Roshan. Should be an easy one for Falcons again. Tundra, not. I mean, they are starting to head over there with BZM, but it would be a pretty crazy play to try and jump in for this. He's actually going to get jumped first. Maureen finds him in the river.
He's in trouble.
Gets caught by surprise there. Again, some of the Falcons have proven to be very good with making these plays whilst doing the Roshan. You got to be ready for those.
Also, Owen, they're not even having to commit ultimates really versus BZM now. You see how fragile he is, how much magic damage is.
Crystal's having a BKB to TP out there, get away from Amar.
Making 2 separate moves on the map while doing the Roshan. Pressure continues to be on to Tundra. Yeah, the item timings, you know, Tundra, you can see what they're playing for, and it's, yes, they're going to have the survivability with these blink BKBs, the pipe, the Crimson, but are they at the same time too, because of how overwhelming the damage is from Falcons? And then, yeah, are they going to be able to focus any of these core heroes who are now very tanky, but also extremely elusive, just from the nature of the hero?
Killing Skidder twice, yes, he's pretty impossible.
Absolutely.
He's trying to get the pressure off the tower.
All tier 2s have fallen. A Basher now picked up for Amar, so they have ways to counteract those BKBs that have, at least one of the BKBs that has been picked up so far. And I like this, was going to point this out from Crit, you know, he's playing his most comfortable hero, I would say. He went for Shard, 4-staff, and then he bought a gem for the team to control the map, and now he's going for Aeon Disc, so he can pretty much always survive and be there for the team.
This amplified damage on the bottle for Maureen.
It's terrifying.
It's going to be pretty destructive.
And he's got what? He's got the 20 talent, and he's got Whispers of the Dread too.
That's so much damage. You can't survive for it.
Even through these BKBs.
Mark, it's going to try and start something. He's able to get the opening on towards BZM. It's BZM. Still yet to get that BKB finish, so he has no way of protecting himself.
Even if he has it, the Basher's there too, so Amar, he's got his number. Yeah, they're so far ahead at this point. It just now it really is just starting to grow too much for them to really deal with.
A quick move to the mid. They get the power strike opening into the bushwhack. Do they have enough burst? 33 is pretty tanky, but not tanky enough to survive through the axe. And the ult there of Maureen. Bottom, Chrysalis, Helper Saxa will find himself a kill. Can they get out the 2 of them? Amar, he's got eyes on Saxa. Bash comes into play with the swashbuckle. Saxa's gone. Chrysalis has to remain hidden in the trees.
It's just so much overwhelming damage. 33, even though he's so tanky, he even got a level up while they were going on him, and he gained 35% HP. He still just dies. Onto the high ground after 3 heroes have been killed. Skeeter still with the Aegis too.
What do they do about this?
Another pick off on the side.
Bringing in the bottom wave as well here, Falcons.
It just looks like, I mean, Falcons just fixed them. They really truly fixed the mistakes that they had in that last game in particular. And yeah, I mean, Maureen, the Sand King, this is definitely things that I don't know. I don't think you can give this team Sand King.
I think, apparently not.
It's a first pick, and he is literally yet to die.
Yeah, absolutely destroying with it.
BZM gets solo killed.
Tips continue to fly out. I know he's having a rough one here. Damn! Okay. Marco. Also with the banter with his ex-teammate, asking him if he's even a player. After he's had a bit of a rough game here, BZM didn't get anywhere close to getting the snowball going that he would hope for on the mid-bat.
No.
They had the answers, Falcons.
I mean, this game, it felt like nothing really hit, right? Like all three lanes were pretty difficult in particular.
Tundra, we'll see if they can piece together one final effort. It's looking pretty grim. Maureen is in with a jump straight away on a Toby, and now looking to move over towards Chrysalis. The BKB's up on Maureen, so he can stand his ground here. 33 tries to turn.
He has Refresher.
He's not got a lot of mana to play with Maureen. Not that it matters too much. He's got enough for another Burrow strike on towards Saxa. The lasso is there.
Oh!
Maybe they can kill him. They can. That's a big kill. Can they get anything more? Probably not. As Falcons push on, take down BZM through the BKB. Chrysalis and 33 are held back in the base.
But you know what?
Try their best though, Chrysalis.
You killed him. You got him.
It's
not
something.
deathless.
But the base still in shambles here. As Falcons push on, finish off the mid set.
They might just get megaed here. Crystallis, no BKB. He has Nullifier.
Can 33 and Crystallis make any sort of jump into the 4 of them?
They almost have Toby up, so they'll have a 3v4.
I have the Kisses ready to play. But just look at that. They're going to have to wait for the full 5. Toby ready to set up for the tree line.
Skitter 20 seconds on Aegis.
On the verge of getting mega creeped here. Kisses will start things off. They get the jump in over towards the edge, seeing if they can burst through Snake King. Even with the Nullify, they couldn't quite. Snake King able to run. The Bushwhack holds back Crystallis, and now they can turn over towards the bet. Crystallis is getting kited and controlled here by Snake King on the Enchantress. Saxa trying to set things up with an angle from the tree line. Got everybody back up now. Tundra Esports in with the jump on, and Saxa Snowball's there, and they will get Crystallis back in on top of Snake King, so they get the Enchantress killed. The lasso controlling Amar. It's another kill, but of course the Mega Creeps are out against Tundra, so they're going to have to try and hold against those.
At least they get something, but yeah, the Megas, the damage is truly done. Snaking buys back. Why not? I guess. Megas are going to be super difficult at this point. At this early of a game, 34 minutes in, Megas are truly devastating. But at least they got Malrine. You know, before, as soon as he popped that refresher, I actually was surprised that he had it this fast, this early. To at least get a kill. Let's see what BZM has queued up. Ah, yes. Some nice neutrals.
Some mantles and some
mantles and Wise.
Okay.
The game state is, it is what it is. You know, it's. Is it even a 1%? I would say maybe a 1 to 3%. It's giving up 6%. Okay.
6%?
That is a bold 6%, but
damn,
like
that's high. 6%?
And Malrine giving him the Wear Dominator now, since they did have those double Dominators earlier. The BZM has been owning with the Dominators from mid. Snake.
So they can find him. Nullify down, and they got the lasso as well. Dropping the wall. They want to drop everything. They have to get these kills.
It's a dieback, Owen. He's dead for 90.
If they manage to bring back this game, I will never doubt Gaben and his 6% ever again.
Very true.
Tundra down 25k against the Mega Creeps.
Roche, how long? About a minute. It's probably we'll see Falcons look to. I mean, they're probably going to group up now. They may even just look for these 4v5 fights even without Snake. Because if you pick a fight outside, the Creeps are going to make it to the base and just end the game. So, see what approach they want to do. If they want to be super safe or if they want to take a bit of a fight. Malrine's got Refresher BKB ready. As you said, a bit of limited mana.
Oh, Sacks up. He's out for a minute. Has got the buyback available. How long we seen to lasso? Lasso's back up in a second, so BZM will have the lasso for the defense.
Malrine wants to use this amp damage with his Refresher.
And he's ready to go. He's just going to go straight for Toby. In onto the Snapfire. Toby out of the game. Does also have buyback, so both supports with buyback available on Tundra.
Okay.
Crystallis caught out, sort of held outside of the base, but they don't quite have eyes on him. So might be able to enter from a surprising angle. And now Crystallis is in. He's going to try and see if he can burst through, and they get the vacuum as well. They've got the damage. They brought Malrine down. Now can Crystallis survive? He's trying to back off with the BKB. Look to get back up towards the fountain. There's the buyback from Toby. Cookie comes into play. Crystallis will survive. BZM as well, also holding on inside of the fountain.
Nice
Crystallis
jump.
for another jump. Nullifier comes in. Kisses. Not quite fully connecting at the time that they make the jump with the Ursa, but they do look towards Crit at the side. Eon Disc is popped. Amar backing on towards the bat. They got the Nullifiers. Want to take off the Ghost Scepter.
BZM.
He's up to the high ground, but he's gone. Skeeter finishes him off.
Bit too aggressive, looking for Crit, but Crit has the Aeon Disc. He's got the disable.
And that's going to be Toby out as well. Both of them down without buyback. Crystallis trying to go all in, and with Saxa here on towards Amar. 33, it's a good vacuum at the side, but Amar able to get the roller pop to the side. He'll live, jumps back in with the shield crash, swashbuckling onto the two of them. 33, still alive there, but only just, and will get caught once more by the bushwhack of Crit. They've run out of buybacks. This game, it's over. GG is called as Falcons will take game 3, and with that, the series 2-1.
Looked at game 1 again, right? I think all 3 games had a similar feel almost in terms of how the teams ended up snowballing